Hello, Sagittarius. My name is Paul, and this is Dove and Serpent Tarot. This is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And if there is anything you need me to pray over or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. All right? And remember, Sagittarius, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And a Five of Wands, interesting. Kind of not what I was feeling. That wasn't the vibe that I was getting. But this is going to be all right. This is a lot of force, a lot of energy, right? This is... kind of feel like this is a little bit of competition, perhaps. Let's put it into some context. Oh, competition, intuition. We've got some activity. Oh, okay. A lot of fiery cards. Oh, I see. Okay. We've got this Ten of Pentacles over here. This is in the position of your environment. Is this a work thing? Is there some conflict going on, maybe in your place of employment? Now, it doesn't have to be work, right? It's wherever you kind of spend your days, right? Wherever you spend your time working on whatever you're working on in your life right now, okay? But let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card, one random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. Put it here, Mr. Bates, a.k.a. Kevin, right there on top. Now, we're not going to look at that card until the very end, so don't even ask, okay? We're going to see if it can tie everything together at the end of the reading. But if at any point during the reading you get a sense, a feeling, an idea of what that card is, I want you to put your prediction into the comments section of this video, okay? I'm trying to see if we can collectively raise our vibrations, tap into spirit, tap into source. I want to start discerning this mystery card with you together as kind of a group exercise, okay? But first, let's look at these energies. Major, 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 major. We've got fire, 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 fire. There's no water. There's the only water we have is this moon card. This is some Pisces energy, but this is in the position of what we don't want. We've got a little bit of air, and we've got our earth. So it's mostly fire and major arcana, right? It's interesting because we have, with this luster strength card, we have control. With the tower card, we have the idea of loss of control. And we have our intuition guiding us, right? It's not our rational mind. Our rational mind, I think in our psyche, in our personality, we might be feeling attacked. I'm kind of getting the impression here that someone in your work life or your daily life, someone's getting on your nerves a little bit, right? Especially with these two, with the 5 and the 7. It's as if we're trying to just kind of block it out, but whatever they're doing is just like they're chewing gum in our ear or something. You know what I mean? It's just kind of that. It's a nails on a chalkboard kind of feeling that I'm getting. And I think we're trying to mediate between staying in control of our fiery energy or losing control of our fire energy, right? So we're trying to kind of figure out how to do this, what to do, right? The Five of Wands especially is about trying to contain and control our fire energy, our authority, our temper, our ferociousness, right? This card is Saturn in Leo. So there's this idea of trying to discipline ourselves, right? What kind of a reaction is most appropriate right now, right? We don't just want a full tower moment, complete blow up, right? But we don't want to completely tame our energy either. At least this is the kind of the dilemma that we're feeling right now, is how much to assert and how much to just kind of yield and accept and just breathe, go with the flow, right? And we're looking to be guided by Spirit. We're kind of asking here, the High Priest is saying, what should I do, right? What am I supposed to do in this situation? I think because of whatever is going on here, we're finding it a little bit difficult to enjoy ourselves, right? In either of these extremes, I'm feeling these as two extremes here, we're finding it difficult to just kind of relax. There's no water energy here, right? The water energy we do have with the Pisces energy is kind of saying that, look, if you were to lower your defenses, if you were to just kind of enjoy your life and just have fun and be relaxed and loose and stuff, it almost is leaving us in a vulnerable position. It's like no one's guarding the castle here. So you feel like you're kind of on guard. It's this anxiety, right? And I don't think this other person or whoever it is, whatever it is, I don't think they're really doing anything against you. I think they're just really just kind of bothering you. And we're having a difficult time blocking out their influence, right? The Luster Strength card here in the recent past, this is a different subject. I think that you need to make sure that your health is getting enough attention. I don't think all of this stress is really good for your vitality, right? Neither do I think that you repressing all of this kind of anger and annoyance is good for you either, right? So we have to open ourselves up to this kind of spiritual divine energy and ask for help. How do I release this frustration in a way that is going to be good for everybody? See what we've got here? The Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is kind of the opposite of the Five of Wands. This is Saturn in Leo. This here is Jupiter in Leo. So this is us kind of trying to discipline this anger, annoyance, a little bit of wrath or temper that we have, right? Over here, this is us trying to expand our kind of magnanimous qualities, our accepting, very generous energy. This is almost as if we are now trying to release all of this fire energy in a way that is inclusive, in a way that is supportive, in a way that is assertive and confident, but it's not going to be either of these extremes. So the real dichotomy here is not so much, and this I think is what's coming from the High Priestess, the real situation is not this over here, but rather between these two, right? Between the Five and the Six of Wands. It's not so much how much force do I exert, how much of my temper am I allowed to lose right now. No, it's kind of saying we have to look at this a completely different way. That instead of this fire energy, we're trying to hold it back so we don't completely blow up. We need to transform it into this thing where we can still express our fire energy, but now it's in a new kind of creative, inclusive, and tolerant way. It's changing of a strategy. It's not just which one of these do I do, but we're changing it from a 5 to a 6. The 6 is more harmonious. It's more inclusive. It's a way of us releasing this tension, this frustration, not repressing it and maybe jeopardizing our health and well-being, our mental health for one thing. It's a way of expressing it that is going to be good for everybody. It's creative, it's productive, right? So I don't think it's between these two. I think it's between the 5 and the 6. And underneath everything, of course, is this Prince of Wands, which again has that Leo association. Maybe it's a Leo person that you're dealing with. Maybe you have a very strong Leo placement. But this is that fixed fire energy. This is us kind of looking at things one particular way, and we're fixed on it, right? We're fixated on this idea of, do I lose my temper a lot or do I lose my temper a little, right? We're kind of stuck in that process. We're stuck in that energy. And I think the real message from the High Priestess, and the High Priestess is getting lost. See, she was behind all of this fire energy. We almost forgot about her. This is the lesson that the High Priestess is trying to provide us, that it's not a situation where we need to be fixed between these two extremes, because this is the extreme itself. This is the other one. This is the balance. This is the harmony, right? This whole path of the dove is the extreme. And this is the victory over that. See, like I said, we're fixed in this idea of, I'm either losing my temper a little or a lot. And the fear with this moon card is that if I'm not fixed in this fire energy, then I'm vulnerable. Then I'm going to be, no one's guarding the castle, right? Like we said. So we're stuck in this frame of mind. Okay? We're stuck in this frame of mind. And the High Priestess really wants us to make a decision. Here's the Two of Wands. We may be feeling like this other person, and maybe it is a Leo person. There's kind of Leo energy all over the place here. It could be that this Leo person is, we feel as a challenge to our authority or to our productivity, right? It's almost as if this person is kind of taking what's ours a little bit, or that they, if they take too much, then there is less for us, right? Because there's this real best life thing in the environment. This is where we're living right now. We're trying to build the best life for ourselves, right? You have a real goal and commitment, a real objective here. And all of this fire energy, all of this kind of annoyance and anger and this frustration, I think is distracting you from this. So it's a kind of shifting of the priorities. And it could be really all about this Six of Wands, saying that, look, there's enough for everybody, right? Major abundance here. It's time for us to start really reaping the rewards of our commitment and of our energy. I think a lot of our creative energy, a lot of our force and fire and our will is being misdirected right now in this kind of situation. Okay? And I think the High Priestess is here to say, look, stay on course. Don't let these other little things bother you, because you are on a path to major, major abundance. It could be that there is an opportunity headed your way, that if we're too focused on all of this fire stuff, we're not going to see this opportunity, right? We need to stay on course here. We need to be open to the messages from the universe. There's the moon in Aquarius here with this Seven of Swords. And I shouldn't forget, with the Seven of Swords, we've got to do a botanical inspiration card. It's one of our unwritten rules. The daffodil, rebirth and new beginnings. New beginnings are often disguised as painful endings. Well, maybe that's kind of what we have here. Sometimes the tower is an ending of something, right? And maybe there is friction going on with this Leo kind of person. And, even the luster strength card, this is the Leo card, right? A lot of Leo energy here. It could be that we're in the kind of death throes of our relationship with a Leo person. Okay? And it is really consuming us with all of this fire. And maybe we have to be prepared for this, to just not try to resist the ending here, not try to stay in this tension of this fire energy, not stay locked in this battle with the Two of Wands, but accept the energy, accept the High Priestess, accept that this is the beginning of new abundance. Okay, let's look at the moon card a little more closely. Because it's a moon card, we're going to do a divine doorway card. What is this a doorway to? Because the moon card is kind of about acceptance, but there's the reluctance here for us to step away from all of this turmoil and go through this door. Because this door is cold and dark and unknown and kind of scary. At least over here it's warm, right? It's fiery. We're familiar with this. So we're fixed in this energy here. And I think the High Priestess is asking us to become unstuck from the fire and get into this water here to move on with manifesting our abundance. Let's see what this moon card is all about. The nomad. The nomadic wanderer lies deep inside, so take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. That, well, I could see how some of us might be a little bit frustrated by that comment. Are we hiding in this fire energy? Maybe this has nothing to do with the next move that we are kind of being urged to make, right? Maybe we are kind of hiding in all of this conflict and fire energy. Look at all this fire energy, even up here. Maybe we're hiding in this fire energy. When we know intuitively with this moon, with this High Priestess energy, maybe we are hiding in this fire energy because there's some reluctance for us to take this leap. Take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. Well, the leap is kind of scary, right? The leap is kind of scary. And it could be that what we have now is a pretty good thing. The situation we're in now it's one of those things where it's, on paper it should be perfect. On paper I should be happy. But we've got all this fire energy, so something is really kind of eating at you. And maybe the deeper issue is that we've got to move from what we have, take this leap to get the real abundance that we're after, right? And that puts a different spin on, well, the card that's up here at the end, this Six of Wands. This is the victory over ourselves, right? This is us getting out of this fixed 5 energy. We're kind of fixed in the 5, right? The 5, it's an odd number, right? So it's a function. It's something we're doing. And we're stuck in that doing. We're stuck in that mode. This is us achieving victory over ourselves, reestablishing the harmony, not only between ourselves and whoever this other person is, maybe a Leo person, whatever, but at reestablishing harmony within ourselves. We're not losing confidence. We're not being defeated. We're not looking weak or feeling weak, right? We're overcoming this. Sometimes the greatest show of strength and force is to remove yourself from this kind of a situation, right? Sometimes the strongest is the one that doesn't show off its strength, right? So the 6 is very, very positive result here. And I think we need to look at the mystery card. But I think you have a real opportunity in front of you right now that is going to lead to even greater abundance than what you have now. Because there's some sort of, I don't think, like I said at the beginning, it seems like it's just someone that's kind of chewing bubble gum in your ear. It's an annoyance. But I think that that is just kind of the straw that's breaking the camel's back here, right? And it's activating all of this fire energy in us. But this fire energy has a different source. And it's really because of this doorway, because of this opportunity, because of this leap that we have to take, right? Let's look at the mystery card now. I think this leap is really, it could be the most important thing that you've ever done, but also the most difficult, right? And the idea seems to be that it's leading to greater abundance, satisfaction, a greater harmony in your life, greater success, right? Something really amazing is on the other side of that, but it's just difficult to take that leap, right? Like this doorway card is indicating, right? The nomad. So it's kind of like you're being asked to leave a familiar energy and wander into the unknown. Okay. Well, let's look at the mystery card. This is where I'll ask you to try to connect with these images. And let's see if we can figure this one out together. I, of course, want to see some kind of water energy. We need to kind of cool this off a little bit, maybe a 9 or a 10 of cups. Right? Maybe some more pentacles. Maybe we need a 6 of pentacles or a 3 of pentacles. A 3 of pentacles would be interesting right now. Well, let's see what we have. I'm kind of thinking water energy, but we'll see. Yeah. Yeah, it's water energy. It's an 8. This is us, again, kind of removing ourselves from the situation, right? That we feel like we're stuck in this fire energy and our option is either to lose our temper a little or lose our temper a lot. Well, this is us walking away, and maybe this is the real show of strength, is just removing ourselves from this situation. This is the nomad who's going wandering, right? The other thing I was thinking is that the 10 of Pentacles in the environment, this could be a situation where you've been given a lot of fish, right? But going through this doorway is us taking that leap into real confidence where we now are learning how to fish, right? It's the kind of old saying, teach someone to fish. And so there's a difficulty here. We can stay with what is already familiar. It's finite and it's familiar and it's not under our control. This maybe is us struggling for control of something in our lives. So we're kind of immersed in this frustrating battle with something that's relatively meaningless because we're dependent on the environment for, whatever this is. Going through this doorway, taking this leap, is us taking responsibility to catch our own fish, which is risky, but it also removes the limit, right? Removes the restriction on how many fish you can catch or how many fish you're being given. Now we can catch as many as we want. So when we see something like an 8 of Cups here, this is walking away from something. You're walking away from all these fish, right? That's silly. Why would you do that? Well, because you're going out to learn how to catch your own, and you're going to catch way more than what you've been having here, right? That makes sense. It's kind of the way I'm feeling it. Anyway, we are going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around, click either above or below in the video description. New readings for Sagittarius every Wednesday and Sunday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. I want you to remember, Sagittarius, that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we're all in this together.